Hello everyone, I would like to welcome you all back to Castlevania Lament of Innocence. I do apologise for having taken so long to record this again. I don't actually know how long it's been. I'm going to guess it's been about a year. I was considering saying 6 months and then I realised, well, I moved to my new residence in February. And so if I moved to my new residence in February, and as far as I can recall, it had already been months since I'd recorded Lament of Innocence at that time, it could have been as far back as August of 2021 when I last did a recording of this. Quite frankly, this game is far too eager to take me out of this screen. What if I want to sit in this screen and enjoy, the Castlevania logo? No, they don't give me a chance to do that. How long does it take? It feels like less than 10 seconds, but maybe it is 10 seconds. Yeah, about 10 seconds, and then it has this crazy now loading thing. And, yeah. Feels weird recording something that's not an HDMI outputting console. This is obviously being played on the PlayStation 2. I do need to let anyone know that who is unfamiliar with this recording series. It is unlikely that people are going to be watching this back in the future. Maybe they will be. I hope that you will. I sort of record things with the hope that they will be watched in the future. But, yeah, you can see what an awkward translation this is. Will load data. I mean, it's awkward. It's not incorrect. It's just awkward. What alternatives would be appropriate? Loading data. I mean, technically, loading data might confuse someone. I don't know. Select data. You don't even need will load data. That entire line is unnecessary. It may be appropriate in the Japanese language, but it's just... It doesn't actually achieve anything in English. It's just pointless. Anyway, maybe they can't actually delete lines of dialogue. I don't know. But yeah, my setup for recordings of this kind are totally different. Yes, hello, Naga Cougar. My setup is totally different for recordings of this kind. It's a much lengthier setup process, and as well as that, I do have the convenience of being able to look at the chat on my other display, so I don't have to use like a phone or a laptop or anything like that to monitor the chats, which is good. I do have the cord running very awkwardly between my desktop computer and the capture card, but that's for me to deal with. It's actually not so bad, honestly. I can live with it. It may be very awkward to a person who could potentially be standing next to me and looking at the setup, but as far as you guys are concerned, it's quite fine, and as well as that, it is functional, it works well, and I'm happy enough with it. Just to discuss why it has taken me so long to resume this recording series, I have been recording, at least recently, games that are very convenient to record. This is not a convenient game to record at all. If I have, let's say 2 hours that I want to set aside, or perhaps even 2.5 hours to set aside to record something, I don't want 30 minutes of that time to be taken up by the setup process, and that's literally what it is, unfortunately. It's just a very different thing to record an actual PlayStation 2 versus recording the PC, or recording a Switch, or a Wii U, something like that. It's just very different, and so as a result, I have to put a little bit more effort into it. But when I do actually get around to doing it, and I would like to obviously push myself to do it more often, I'm just not happy with where my cord is for my microphone. It's rather bothersome to me. Maybe I'll try moving it over here. No, I can't move it over there. That's alright, that's another thing for me to worry about. But for the moment, I am going to try and pour a beverage. It's going to be in my Hergarten glass. It will be stout that I'm pouring, and it should be good. I'm going to enjoy it. Doomlink, Anti-Soul Mysteries Lab, Floor 2. I need to warn those of you watching, especially if you have just come from the previous recording in a playlist, that I'm not going to play as well now as I was when I was last playing. There is no guarantee that this is going to work out well at all at the start. I actually need to remember what buttons I'm even pressing. X? No. Circle? No. Fuck no. I've just wasted some hearts, obviously. I think it must be triangle. Yes, triangle is your action button. So little things like that, I'm going to have to remember what I'm pressing. So if I'm using my whip, it is square. My action button, oh, that's actually an alternative whip attack. probably my strong attack, right? Yeah, I suppose so. Jump is fairly intuitive. What is not so intuitive is the camera. God. Have not played this game recently, so, you know, you do, for a moment, have to get used to how older 3D games were in those days. It's just what it is. For people who play older games frequently, like older 3D games, it's probably not even something they think about. But for me, yeah, I do need maybe 5 minutes to get used to it, and then it's fine again. Anyway, I'm going to be filling this large glass. It's an unreasonably large glass. I think I've used it on camera in this series before. But it's, yeah, probably enough to hold 2 of these cans. Do have to love the sound of cracking open a beer. Just adds an element of, I don't know, ritual to it, maybe? Just that sound and the experience. Probably a little less so for you guys, but for me it's nice, I guess. I don't even really associate the consumption of beer with the cracking open of a can, because I drink real beer, usually. The sort of beer that you can't find in a can. At least not often. So I've probably just insulted, you know, maybe 30% of my 2 viewers. How does that work? I've got no idea. Anyway, I need to work out what on earth I was last doing, which is probably not going to bode well for me. I do seem to recall that that door over there had a... Yes, well, I'm sorry for insulting you, Nagakuga. That red door over there, the one that requires a red key, I was having trouble figuring out where to actually get that. So we've got... how do I change floors? No, that's not quite what I wanted to do. No, not that. Does it not let me see floor 3 and floor 1 from this screen? I just don't remember, I'm sorry. It doesn't appear that I can do that. Control guide is here. Maybe that's really what I need at this point. Switch floors is circle, in actual fact. Okay. That's really unintuitive. Extraordinarily unintuitive. Basically what I'm looking to see is rooms that I haven't been in, or rooms that I have potentially not explored entirely. Because... And there's also an alternative possibility, and that is that I return to the Anti-Soul Mysteries lab later on with the red key. It may not actually be found in this location. I really should have watched back, say, the previous live stream to get something of a refresher on what on earth I was doing. But that's alright. I'm going to have to try and make sense of what I'm doing. Hello, Kodoku. It is what it is. Maybe it's more fun that way, I don't know. Cheers. Alright. And then presumably triangle to go back. Yeah. I do not want the dagger, I want to keep the cross. Which is an interesting thing. It's rather different to the throwing cross and also the one that spins around you in the 2D games. It sort of thrusts this cross in front of you, and everything standing in front of you, and obviously at a suitable distance from you, will be burned by the cross or something. Hello, Manny. Alright, you'll be in the stream for about 3 minutes. Okay, that is alright. Oh yes, we've got our item screen here. And I've mentioned this before, I have to mention it again, but Leon looks really fucking freaky in this screen. Look at him. He's got this disturbing... I think what it is that the eye on the right side, which is his left eye, looks like the whites of his eyes are actually black, and he's got this really white iris. And pupil as well. And it's just disturbing. It's like he's got this creepy eye that's staring at the player. It may be the low resolution that's causing that, but fuck me, it's not a pleasant sight. I don't really have any business being in this screen. Whatever I had selected in the past was probably done from a better informed version of myself than what is currently playing, or who is currently playing. But Anyway, stop that. I wanted to go to the map. Just want to see which direction I need to go in to change floors. I think we want to go this way. Actually need to refamiliarize myself with where I'm going. So we want to go into this door here. Because I think to get out of here we want to head down a few floors. God, yeah, okay, great. That was very exciting. I do need to recover some hearts because if you recall I did accidentally consume some while I was forgetting how to play the game. Fully exploring rooms is also a little bit of a challenge because the camera does not help you on that journey, on that endeavor. It's one of those things that you have to fight against, really. Hello, Sabatel. Oh, I see. Most of the fancier beers are in cans in France, apparently. Oh, I see. That's very interesting. Oh, I always associate nicer beers with cans. I think mostly because the nice beers that I drink are Belgian beers, and they are all exported. I can't speak for how it's consumed in Belgium, but they are all exported in cans. Except for us, I think I've only ever seen La Chouffe exported in a can, but I don't know, maybe I'm not as well travelled as I make myself out to be, but yeah, bottled beer is really the norm for me. In Australia, I suppose speaking from a domestic standpoint, our really nice beer is typically in a can as well. So, there you go. That's why I realised when I said it that it was probably a rather unfair statement to make. Thank you, I will have a good stream. Where on earth am I going? I'm on floor 1. Is there an exit point here? One would fucking hope so. Yes, I think so. And whether that's an exit point or not, you can actually see that there's a way forward. Or an exit. Just further to the east over there. If it's not an exit, then so be it, because that means that I really have nowhere else to go anyway. Got some enemies here, hello. I do not remember how to actually fight in this game, so hopefully I can... my idea of combat, really, is jumping away from enemies when it seems like they're about to hit me. In honest truth. I think that is my block attack, so I can actually use that as a parry of sorts. Here we go. If I time it properly, I think I can... Yeah, so that was rated perfect. Whether or not that influences the damage that I deal on the follow-up attack, it currently eludes me, but... Oh, well, that was apparently effective. I think that attack is actually influenced by the thing that I have equipped here. The relic. Maybe, maybe not. Or maybe it's the orb. I apologize for being so thoroughly ill-informed. Well, obviously I was shooting some sort of lightning ability, so it would be hard to say that it was being affected by a fire relic. But anyway, I'm going to be keeping an eye on that. What the fuck was I just doing? I did not intend for that. Not at all. I did actually press the button to block that, but I must have been stuck in a combo. Keeping an eye on my health. It's not an especially difficult game. The bosses can be difficult from what I've found, but general confrontations are not going to challenge you so desperately that coming back into the game with minimal understanding of what the hell you're doing is going to be all that much of a hindrance. So that is encouraging. Alright, I'm just going to shift my chat so that I can read it properly. There we go. The best thing is about this sort of setup, and I'm not going to regale you with details about my setup, except to say that when I am recording a game like this, I can see the game on one screen and I can see all of the relevant information for the live stream on the other screen, the chat and the OBS playback. And because I can see the OBS playback, I can actually monitor audio levels while playing very comfortably. So Yeah, one would think that that would be the target, like the ideal scenario, but it doesn't always work out that smoothly, unfortunately. One setup is maybe not always perfect. Sometimes you have to make compromises. Oh god, that's creepy. These are probably just zombies, yeah. Which means they are unlikely to give me much in the way of experience when they die. Is it referred to as experience in this game? I don't know. Maybe I should refamiliarize myself with that. Oh, I have a feeling that there is no experience in this game, that's right. I vaguely remember being surprised to find that there was no experience system. It must be a form of streamlining or some way of bringing Castlevania into the 3D space, because this is the funny thing, so many things flow from the objective to bring the Castlevania formula into 3D. And obviously certain changes had to be made which then, from there, required the removal of the experience system. And I apologise if I'm saying these things for the second time, or perhaps even the third time, but you know, it was probably like, I don't know, over a year ago when I last said it. So if it happens to align or cohere with what has previously been said, then I guess that speaks to my consistency. Does this glass look big? Because it is. That's my head, okay? This is touching my head, it's the size of my head, so it's big. Maybe not the size of my head, it's almost the size of my head. What am I doing? I am continuing in this direction. It's just confusing because it's like, I'm actually heading north by going towards the screen and it just makes no fucking sense to me. It's confusing. Alright, we've got some enemies here, more flame zombies, which means I don't think I have a need, or I don't think I should find myself intimidated or concerned. Should be under control. The game should be very much audible right now, it's what I prefer. I like for the game to be very clearly audible. Because the reality is that my current vocal audio is as loud as it can be. It is at the upper... Oh, I think these guys are spawning infinitely. Which would actually make sense for zombies, to be honest. I want to go this way. There's a door here, apparently. Just over here. Oh shit, it's one of these fucking things. Damn it. Well, I came all this way, and... who knows, maybe I can kill all these enemies and they'll leave me alone. Hello, A-Gaming. Whoops, okay, can we back out of this, please? Yes, triangle. And maybe I was giving up a little too soon. I don't think they do infinitely spawn. It's just I needed to kill them all so that I could assess what's going on with this statue. It may relate to this thing in the middle of the room, I really don't know. There could be some, well, I shouldn't say Zelda-style thing, it would be perfectly reasonable. Maybe not perfectly reasonable for Castlevania for there to be a lever for me to pull, which would open the way here. But it's definitely more of a Zelda thing, I guess, in a 3D space. Got a wheel here, and we've got some sort of spinning object. There is a word for this object, and I have forgotten it. I'm sorry, it's, wow. It's almost on the tip of my tongue, but I cannot think of it. Apparently, A-Gaming just saw the Dragon Ball movie. Is that a continuation of Super, or is it a story of its own? It's only been 10 years since you've played this game? Well, there you go. I think Jenny was watching me play this before, and she hadn't played it in like 20, so yeah. Bit of a nostalgia trip for her. It's a continuation of Super, isn't it? I'm a little bit concerned. I'm concerned on two fronts at the moment. I think this much is quite clear, but I'm going to explain it to you in detail so that you're all up to date on my current concerns. Basically, first of all, I don't know how to get past this statue. I don't know if I can get past it now or if I have to wait until later. My second concern is how to get the hell out of the Anti-Soul Mysteries lab, because I do remember enough of what I was doing before to recall that I didn't know how to actually get that red key to access that door, which at this stage is the only area, the only room— oh, never mind, I'm a liar. Well, I was mistaken at least. I do say that jokingly, but someone, or some people may take that incorrectly. I do have another way to go over here, which may be an exit, who knows, fucking hell. It may have been a case where I entered the lab from the 3rd floor and went down. I don't know, I really couldn't say. I'm going to make further attempts. This is actually— well, you should be able to tell from the resolution that this is an actual PlayStation 2 recording. If you can't, well, this is what it actually looks like. This is the game. This is being recorded on a pink PlayStation 2 Slim with component video cables. And, yeah, it's a good thing. That's the way you're supposed to record video games, but no one does it that way anymore. The whole thing is pink, actually. It's not just the controller. My memory card and the actual console is pink as well. Yeah, you have to play on an original system. Feels better. Although I don't do that with Monster Hunter, and for good reason. But I'm not going to get into that in detail right now. How do I get to floor 3? I have to go back, essentially back the way I just came. If I do check the map over and over and over again, it is because it is so easy to get disoriented in this place. In this game, not just this location. So if I'm constantly bringing up that map and you're starting to get a little bit annoyed, well, your annoyance will only worsen as the recordings go on. Of course, you can see that enemies are respawning in these rooms, but quite frankly, there is no benefit. Well, I'm not going to assume that there's no benefit in killing them again, but there is no requirement for me to kill them again. Of course, when you have entered a room that you've never been in before, you are required to kill all of the enemies in it. But if you have already gone through that room before, you are not obligated to do that. A digital version of the PlayStation 1, you say? I don't even remember them doing that. Of course, they were doing it with all the old Nintendo consoles, but as for the PlayStation 1, I had no idea. I like this little thing. Oh, I understand. Perhaps this orb here is what's causing me to create thunder attacks here, or lightning attacks here. Have you ever found yourself in that situation where you just don't know whether to call it thunder or lightning? Technically, it would make more sense to say lightning, because, you know, lightning is the actual visual effect. But people do refer to it as thunder as well, or video games refer to the element itself as thunder as well. So it really does beg the question as to what's more appropriate. Even Monster Hunter has been guilty of changing the standard. I can't remember how it was for Tri, but I know for 3 Ultimate, it was lightning, not thunder. And then for all the other games, it was thunder. Yes, well, you would hope that a recently released version of the PlayStation 1 would use HDMI. Oh wait, you're saying it's actually built in? You don't attach it, and it's not like a port, it's actually already connected. That's just bizarre. Why would they do something like that? That's the sort of bizarre behavior one would expect of Nintendo, not Sony. Why would Sony do something like that? What if the cable's not long enough? What if the cable detaches itself from the machine? Like, that's ridiculous. For the longevity of the system, that is a stupid decision. I don't even know how the fuck to get back up here. I think I maybe can jump up on here. Can I? I can, it's just that the perspective here is very confusing. I thought that that enemy was much closer than it actually was, but it wasn't. So really, I had no need to be so careful with where I was going. It's very intimidating, actually, to see him aggressively walking into a solid object and we're zooming into it. It's like, okay, well, fuck. I don't know if it's supposed to be an epic entrance or what, but I'm scared. I'm actually concerned for Leon. I think he needs to take it easy. It's just a video game, man. Oh, I remember floor 3. I'm remembering it, actually. I'm going to return there, and I feel like I'm, at this stage, like, all I'm doing, don't expect too much progress in this recording. I'm going to do what I can to make progress, of course, but don't expect it. By the way, I am going the wrong-ass way. Is this a boss confrontation room that has yet to be... Oh, shit. Maybe I haven't actually succeeded in this boss confrontation yet. I'm pretty sure I killed the fire guy, but maybe this is one that hasn't yet been done. Oh no, this has been done. Okay, well I'm glad I got this done. This was in the previous recording, I think. What happens if I stand in here? I get teleported out. That other door I think required crystals or orbs or something that I didn't have. Oh god, I'm back here. Maybe this is what I want. This is what I was looking for in the first place. To be honest, guys, I have killed 2 bosses in that place. And the last boss that I killed actually gave me a warp point out of there, so I don't think I really have, at this stage, any need to continue through there. So yeah, I'm glad the nostalgia's hitting hard. Yeah, this is sort of your, I guess, home location, your hub area. It's where you return to the guy in the tavern and purchase whatever you may need. And sort of explore around here a little bit. This is the sort of thing you do as a kid, you know. You want to see as much as you can in this area. But, yeah, it was a great game for its time, I would say. It has a special place in a lot of people's hearts. What is FFX2? Final Fantasy 12? Is that what you mean? Like, is the X supposed to represent 10 and then you've actually written a 2 to mean 12? Or are you actually saying Final Fantasy 2? That is the most confusing way that I've ever seen anyone write Final Fantasy anything in short form. FFX2. Anyway. I'm assuming you mean 12. It wouldn't make sense to include the X if you were referring to Final Fantasy 2. Anyway. That's a good story there. Hey, gaming. I hope that I can work out where to go and what to do. Fucking hell. No guarantees, guys, no guarantees. Oh, I see. Yes. Alright, so I think we just came from there. I think we got the blue orb, and that must relate to this thing here. Not that thing. This, no, what's the button? This thing. I think it relates to that. So see, I mean, it's quite obvious. I say it as if it is theoretical. No, it's quite clear that if I've got these 2 orbs shining here, they must relate to these things here. So as I complete these locations, I get these new abilities. Now, we want to go to... I think we can continue through here, can't we? I think in this room. A seal formed by... Oh, I understand. So it's actually... There are 5 rooms over there. So what we want to do is go into any of the rooms that are not red or blue. And that will take us to new locations. Where we can kill... Or not really kill bosses. Technically, yes, but more importantly, clear floors, clear locations, which can then be used to access what is presumably the final boss, or at the very least, the next major section of the game. I have not played the Onimusha? I've not played the Onimusha games, no. I'm not a well-travelled gamer. I've not played many different sorts of games. I've stuck to very specific series of games. And Castlevania is one of those series. What's going on in here? This is what? This must be attached to... How do I get out of here? Am I going crazy? The map makes it look as if I can continue into another room here, but I seemingly cannot. So what the hell? If I stand in the middle here, can I do something with my orb? I don't know. I'll work it out another time, maybe. For now, we'll go into this other door that's available to us. It's made by Capcom, apparently. Well, I'm only familiar with Kingsfield, but if you're saying that Onimusha was effectively a precursor to Dark Souls, I'm sure I would enjoy it. I wouldn't enjoy games that augment the Dark Souls formula after Dark Souls had been released. I'm much more interested in games that dabbled with that sort of thing before Dark Souls. Really, the game that I'm playing right now is something of an early form of Dark Souls, because people constantly draw comparisons between Dark Souls and the Castlevania formula, and the Castlevania series in general. Well, this is a 3D Castlevania game, so this is effectively an early Souls-like, which feels really gross to say. It's just a 3D RPG. But, yeah, you could technically call this an early Souls-like, although it doesn't especially feel like one, does it? Because, in my opinion, it's not just the things that are similar to Castlevania. You know what I would say? There is nothing about 3D Castlevania that properly captures the Castlevania essence. I readily acknowledge that Konami did everything they could to carry over the essence of Castlevania into the 3D space, but you know what? From Software did a better job of that. I would have to agree. Because to be honest, it's got a little bit too much of that hack and slash RPG or JRPG feel to it, which really isn't. It's a little bit of how 2D Castlevania is, but I don't know. I do really think that the essence of Castlevania was better captured by From Software if we were to compare their output with Konami's output. A Capcom game made in 2001 that is... Well, geez, is it a third-person RPG? Referring to Onimusha still. Interesting. I must have heard of him, but I've since forgotten about him. Here we go. It is square to cross this, right? I hope so. Well, if it's not, we're going to find out. Okay. As long as I time it right. Okay. I need to oh no, that's quite sufficient. Okay, I'm glad. This is not how I thought things were going to go. I thought each one of these rooms was going to represent one of the different, locations that I could go. But it's not that way at all. I must have already been here, but I've sort of forgotten this place. Which is a little annoying. Am I at my maximum level of hearts? Probably. Yeah, seeing as though I'm only getting money, I'm going to assume I'm at the maximum of 110. Alright, what we got? This is the room that I couldn't access from the bottom left one. Or, I guess from my current position, the bottom right. What is that? What is going on? How's it going to take me into the room that I was in before? I'm so confused. I feel like I've just engaged in complete pointlessness. Apparently, Leon doesn't want to jump and grab onto that. There's probably nothing of significance there anyway. So I'm sure it's okay. Alright. What's going on in here? What the fuck? I was just in this room before. Oh, I understand. I'm at a higher level that I couldn't reach before. There's nothing going on. Why am I here? There's nothing here. Ugh. I don't understand what this whole section is about. I don't understand the point of it. The room that I probably want to be in is that big circular one over there, I'm guessing. Oh my god. Can we just appreciate the fact that I've spent, the last 34 minutes of this live stream achieving effectively nothing? And I do apologize for that, but that really is the inevitable result of not having played this game for about a year. and then coming back into it and trying to feel my way through what I have done, what I haven't done, and obviously what my next objective is. Why did you get an ad? Because I'm affiliated. Sorry, mate. Well, hold on. Mina, did you clarify what you meant by Final Fantasy X2? You didn't. You never clarified that. You instead said, imagine him playing FFX2, I would have watched the whole live. Well, I don't know what you're referring to. Is it Final Fantasy 12? I heard that it was a good game, I think. Obviously my opinions of Final Fantasy from that general period of time have been terribly marred by the existence of Final Fantasy 13, but anyway. Stop pausing my chat, what the fuck? Bloody Twitch. Thwarts me at every turn. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's a brilliant question. I have not been asked this question a million times. Zuzi99. And I'll tell you the reason why I haven't been asked this question a million times before. It is because no one watches that. So, yeah, you're the first person to ask, and I thank you for asking. It is still in progress. It is my intention to continue it. But because it has been so long since I last recorded that portion of Ruin Let's Play, it's actually not live at all, that particular recording series. It was all done outside of live streaming, which I've essentially stopped doing now. And not only because I've stopped doing that, but also because it has been so long since I last recorded Portrait of Ruin, I'm thinking of just doing it all over again. I don't know, I'll have to think of what's more appropriate. I'm also considering just doing Portrait of Ruin in my Castlevania live playlist. You know, I have a Castlevania live series that I'm doing, which I have decided can encompass any run of a Castlevania game. I initially intended for it to only involve substandard runs, which is to say, not substandard in terms of quality, but rather substandard in terms of different from the norm. Maybe substandard really is an inappropriate term to use, not just due to what it implies, but it probably is actually inaccurate. An unusual, or I can't think of the word that would be appropriate. Essentially, vanilla runs were not going to be done in that series, but I think it would be appropriate to do that. I'm perfectly happy to do that. So I think I may do a fresh run of Portrait of Ruin in that live stream series, and that will actually replace what has already been done in that Castlevania Portrait of Ruin Let's Play. I'm sorry that you're concerned about that not continuing. Look, I'm happy to take your opinions on board. If you do think that it would be better for me to continue that, then do let me know, because the only reason why I wouldn't continue it is because I don't think people would be as willing to watch what has already been recorded there. It's just very different, you know, there's no visual representation of myself. The style is a little different. And they are shorter recordings. It's almost incomparable to what I'm doing now, so... Well, I can continue it that way, I don't mind. I can turn it into a live Let's Play, you know. All it takes is one person saying that they watched the original Let's Play for me to just revive that instead of rebooting it. Because the only reason why I would reboot it is on the basis that no one had watched it. But, you know, if you're watching it and you're enjoying it, then I don't want to completely reboot that and make you watch me play it from the beginning again. Believe it or not, I started that Let's Play in 2017. It took me so long to pick it up again. I think I finally picked it up again in 2019 or something like that. 2020, maybe? Yeah, 2020, I think. Or late 2019. And, yeah, I just stopped recording for it because it coincided with an increased recording frequency of live streams, and eventually my channel content changed drastically, where I'm just no longer doing non-live stuff anymore. It's just easier to do live stuff. It's so much easier. You want me to describe this game? If it were anyone else asking, I would happily do it, but I'm not going to explain it for your benefit. Naga Cougar. Here we go. This is the place that I was talking about. So, we've already cleared this apparently. Which is odd, because... No, don't go there! I thought you would give me a prompt to go there or something. This is not what I was wanting. I've already been to the House of Sacred Remains. I'm not interested in it right now. I hope that I haven't fully cleared this area, because if I have, then that's going to really confuse the hell out of me. Cleared. Haven't cleared the Garden Forgotten by Time, although I think I have been there, and Dark Palace of Waterfalls. What the fuck is that? Just tell me what it is! That's unfair. You didn't even tell me what it was, and you sent me there, because I was trying desperately. Ghostly Theatre. Do I want to go to the Ghostly Theatre? I feel like I've been tricked into entering this, because you didn't tell me what it was. Maybe it's because I hadn't been there before, but... Or even, you know, ventured into it so much as one time, but... Anyway. Ask him, please. Well, if you really want me to explain it, I can. So, essentially, Castlevania began only a few years before this, let's say 4 years before this game came out. In the 3D space, Castlevania, needless to say, started out as a very 2D game, something of a side-scroller, and it essentially mastered its own style. It became a standard and a benchmark from which all other game designers would seek to, you know, meet, match, and I guess surpass, but they rarely could. You know, Castlevania was one of those staples in the 80s. The 3 big games for me in the 80s for establishing a formula that carried game design into the future, you know, from that 70s style, you know, basic lines on a screen and dots on a screen, and really awkward things that barely represented humans or creatures or anything for that matter back in the 70s, moved into the 80s and became games like Zelda, Mario, and Castlevania. Those are the big 3 in my mind. And I'm not much of a Mario guy, but obviously Mario has its own significant place in the history of gaming. And, yeah, the Castlevania formula stands up to this day. It really is the beginning of games like Dark Souls, for example, which people celebrate immensely. And the situation is that when they brought it into the 3D world, unfortunately they had to streamline a few things. A lot of things. It started off pretty roughly in Castlevania 64, continued on into Castlevania Legacy of Darkness, and this is the 3rd game for 3D Castlevania, Lament of Innocence. I can't remember if it came out in 2001 or 2002. I'm going to guess 2002, and then its sequel game, not really sequel story-wise, but rather the one that came after it sequentially, Curse of Darkness, I believe came out in... Not Curse of Darkness, sorry, no, it was Curse of Darkness, yeah. I do find myself getting confused between Legacy of Darkness and Curse of Darkness. Curse of Darkness, yes, I was correct the first time. I believe released in 2003, the following year. Interestingly enough, this game released in Europe and the UK, yeah, as just Castlevania, because they obviously thought that it needed to be rebooted if it was going to be 3D. Stupid idea. It was released in Japan under whatever the Japanese version of Lament of Innocence would be, and obviously in North America it was called Lament of Innocence. But, yeah, it's just Castlevania here for some reason. Story-wise, I don't really know what I can tell you. I don't know much about it. I don't remember what the story is, and I don't especially care. I'm not one to focus on stories in games that I play. No, we're not having a minute of silence, although that may please your ears. Imagine asking for an explanation and then proceeding to request a minute of silence. Oh god, is that a... It is a bone tower. I forget what they're called. It's so weird seeing one in 3D. What is that? That is just... That's off-putting. Oh no, it's actually not one of those enemies. You know what I mean, right? I forget what the enemy is called in the Metroidvania games. But just those skulls piling up. Usually they'd shoot out fireballs or something. That was extremely athletic of me, but not necessarily what I meant to do. Do I want to continue on the upper level or go down to the bottom? Oh, fucking hell. Alright, well, we very quickly got our answer. Can I jump high enough to get over that one? We'll try one more time, and if I really can't get through it, then I'll give up. Okay? No, I don't think we can get over that. I mean, Leon can jump pretty high, but not that fucking high. I was talking for too long, apparently. Well, I'll be talking for another hour and 20 minutes. So, well, an hour and 15. We shall see. I may go for longer than 2 hours, but... Oh, what the fuck is going on? I'm playing terribly. Come on. I'm trying to block your attacks, or parry, whatever the maneuver ends up being. Probably just block. What is this? A heart repair. Well, I'm not really in need of that now. I've got plenty of them. You are an archer who doesn't even shoot me from a distance. I learnt a new technique. Command... Okay. So triangle during rising shot. For a second I thought it was just going to tell me that it was triangle on its own and that was it. But no, it is during rising shot. And I don't even want... Okay. If I don't know what rising shot is, then I have to apprise myself of the details by going into skill list. Rising shot. Alright, so square during vertical high. Square, 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 triangle, square, triangle. Because we've got whatever the fuck it's called, I don't even know. So square 3 times, triangle, square, triangle. Let's do that. That's, is that it? Fuck me if I know. Just so you know, I don't play fighting games, so button combos mean nothing to me. I'm like a monkey, I've got no fucking idea what it's about. I press the buttons and then things happen, but I can't press the buttons properly. You know, it's like a muscle memory thing. And just that visual recognition of, you know, what buttons you're supposed to be pressing and all of that. Like, that doesn't exist in my mind. It's not a muscle that I've actually developed. Yeah, well, I will give it some thought either way, Zuzi, because I just worry that I'd be starting a live playthrough or a live let's play of something that no one had seen the previous parts of and perhaps they would be unlikely to watch it just to get some idea of what had been done. So, I mean, part of me doesn't want to have to replay the game either, you know? But I really can't walk through that, can I? What the fuck am I supposed to be doing? Can I destroy you with my special ability? Maybe that can... No, that's not doing anything, is it? Well, alright, maybe there's something I can do down here that I have yet to discover. Maybe I can kill these busts. Well, not kill them, but rather destroy them. If they are alive, then consider me freaked out. I just tried to do that. 1, 2, 3. Fucking no. That's just an attack that I was already doing before. I don't understand. I don't really care. Is there any other direction for me to go in? What kind of puzzle is this, honestly? I've essentially got these skulls piled vertically in 3. Obviously, if I stand close enough, the bottom one will shoot permanently. And then if I go higher, you can see that that happens. Stop it. I'm sure there's a way through it. Maybe I can check my skill list and see if there's anything that I can possibly do that would allow me to get through it. Draw up. No. I have no enemy to be tossing at this stage. Extension. Yeah, what a nice combo, hey? That's really intricate. No, I'm not really... Maybe the diving kick from the double jump will work, I don't know. So what? X during double jump, so it's effectively X 3 times? Yeah, see? It's not a bad attempt. Fucking hell. I'm doing what I can. Doing the best. Alright, I've lost enough health at this stage. I don't like this place. I was tricked into coming in here anyway, so... What would you have me do, game? Just tolerate this nonsense? Because this is beneath my dignity. I'm better than this. I'm worth more than this place. So I'm going to come back here later. That's what I've decided. I don't like it here. I'm going home. I'm going to go to the garden. That sounds rather relaxing, doesn't it? I like it already. Ghostly theatre. Haven't found the theatre yet. I don't know what's playing at the theatre, but I don't think I'll like it. Alright, garden forgotten by time. I feel like I've already been here, and I reached some point where I couldn't progress any further. Oh yes, I can sense it. Yes, I can sense it. Can you not sense that I have already been here? Oh god. What am I missing? There is an entrance over there. Alright, I need to get that garden forgotten by time away from my background because that's distracting. Now there's a skeleton. Go away. Oh, that was terrible. It's like he fell over and then I just beat on him. He tripped and then I just didn't want to allow him the dignity to stand up and fight. Just absolutely okay. What does this mean? Does this mean that I have not actually explored floor 2? Okay. Is there any indication that there's a floor 2 anywhere? I have definitely gone there before. Maybe there's a boss, who knows? Should I really spend the time to refamiliarize myself with why I left this place? Because I probably can't progress. It's a long way to go just to realize that there's no way that I can progress. Should I really be doing this? For those who have seen the previous parts, it must be the most asinine thing to have to watch. But I don't know. Okay, look. I'm going to check another location. I think there's at least one more that I haven't been to. Maybe I really should just try to hack it and get through the ghostly theatre. Alright, so Dark Palace of Waterfalls. I'm going to assume that I have not yet been here because this is a name that I have seen before, but it's not... Like, I can't actually visualize anything. I have been here, but I haven't gone through much of this location, I don't think. Oh no, it seems that I have. It seems that I definitely have. What is happening here? There seems to be a grey key that I need. Haven't fucking picked it up yet. What are these double arrows? Fast forwarding and rewinding, I guess. Oh no, just rewinding. I don't know what precisely I'm rewinding, but... There's those double arrows there. What does that even mean? I'm 66% of the way through this game, if you can believe it or not. I can't believe it. I guess that goes to show just how much more progress I was making in the past versus this time around, because I've just been sitting here trying to work out what is going on. God. Well, I know that I don't have a grey key. Maybe I do. Look, what we'll do... is we will go back to the garden, okay? I'm going to see what's in the garden. You never know, maybe there's a boss that I didn't have the willingness to kill. Or maybe there was a door that I couldn't quite figure out how to open and I can give it another crack. We shall see. For the moment, I'm going to work out what direction is best to go in. Obviously this way. I'm not fighting you again, skeleton. You have no idea what all of this means? Well, I don't know, it's Castlevania logic. All I can say is that there are lots of... Imagine it's like Portrait of Ruin and you've got different portraits to go into, but they are actually interconnected in certain ways. There are certain doors that I'm trying to get through that require keys, right? And I think you can actually get keys in different locations, but... Yeah, see how there's an entranceway over there? I've already been there before, but I can't remember what was there. So I'm essentially going to go all the way back there, just to refamiliarize myself with what was there. And I may just find out that I can't go there. Which would be annoying, but I've got no choice. I have nowhere else to go at this point. Except for, you know, the ghostly theatre, which I can't work out how to continue through. Hello, Force Infinity. What is... Oh, hello. No, I'm not interested. I'm going to go and heal myself at the save area. For those of you who did watch the previous parts and you're here watching this now, you are... honestly... extraordinarily patient. To actually sit through what I'm doing right now. Because I would, you know, if I had waited like even a month, or 2 months even, I would have remembered what I had done, why I had made the decisions that I had made. And I would have been in better stead to make progress, but I can't fucking remember what I was doing. So, there you go. What I do know is that I wasn't too sure how to progress at the time, I remember that. But again, the tools that I have available are greatly lacking compared to how it would have been in the past. Alright. I do like the save rooms though, they're pretty cool. Now, you can see how far I have to fucking travel just to find out whether or not I can progress here. It's crushing, it hurts me. It hurts my soul. But that's what I'm doing. I have nothing else I can do, so I may be either rewarded, excuse me, or just totally beaten into the ground, figuratively speaking, by the realization that there is actually nothing I can do in this location at this stage. There isn't really an armor or weapon system in this game. The armor is not visual. I think you may be able to equip... Oh no, I think this was actually part of the streamlining process. I think you've only got weapons in this particular game. Oh no, you do have armor. I've got a meteor plate. You're actually given a 3D representation of what it looks like, which is nice, but it doesn't actually change the way your character looks as far as I'm aware. No, it doesn't. And yeah, there are weapons and armor that you can get, but it's not really detailed. I'm not really going to go into it deeply. And even if I did, it wouldn't be super, how do I say, intricate. Anyway. I do remember this room. Hello, yeah, it's because of you, you motherfucker. I remember you very well. I'd forgotten that there was armor in the game, to be honest. When you can't see it on your characters, sometimes you do forget, especially if you're like me and you haven't played this game recently. By the way, I should mention this. It's been so long since Oh, I'm being forced into a confrontation now. I should mention, by the way, that it has been so long since Whoop, that was definitely not a perfect guard. That was a terribly imperfect guard. Oh, you did not telegraph that. You technically did by... I suppose... Oh, well, I attempted to block that. Anyway, what was I saying? I was certainly saying something. Well, that was not... You need to grow up, man. Flailing wildly at me just to succeed in the confrontation is just... You know, you can do better than that. That's what I'm deciding. You can do better than that. I was saying something, but... Can't remember what it was now. How do you feel about that, you fucker? Oh! I do remember you guys. These guys hurt when they hit you. I remember it. Oh, fucking hell. Hit him before he can hit you. Get him. Fucking assholes. I hate these enemies. They only give you a very limited opportunity to hit them and they hurt you quite a bit. Kill him. Just get aggressive. You don't have time to be timing your blocks. All you can fucking do at this stage is try to kill them as quickly as humanly possible. Do it the Belmont way. Whip them to death. Maybe the Belmonts are actually pretty kinky. Have you ever thought of that? The origin of the Belmont family. Curious as it may be, I don't think we want to dwell on it any further. Fucking hell. Look how far I have to travel. It upsets me. Am I going this way? I'm going this way. What's that? Throwing knife or something? I don't want it. Not today, not today. Gargoyles, dogs. Dogs are trying to bite me. Leave me. Oh my god. I can't actually believe it. I'm not trying to attack. I'm trying to get through the door. Going through the door. And, I didn't mean to rotate this. How do I... Fuck. I'm not even going to try to explain why this is frustrating me. Oh my god. I give up. I'm pressing random buttons now. Alright. I'll do that. What is that? Why am I flashing red? I didn't mean for this. Note off. Stop that. I don't even know what the oh, I understand. You can actually stand somewhere and leave markers for later. It's a peeping eye. Look at it go. Anyway. I'm just going to be honest with you. If there is no way for me to continue in this location, it's going to be pretty crushing. And to be honest, the chances of that being the case are pretty high, so... Again, I'm only doing this out of desperation. I'm doing this because I have no other real sensible alternative. And yet... it may still be a complete waste of time. Doomlink's fortitude is noted. His hopeless willingness. You know, I probably shouldn't have even saved. I should have just continued on and... but that may not have been a good idea. Fuck if I know. I'm past the point of being able to make good decisions. Hello. Oh, creepy face. Go away, creepy face. I'm not interested right now. We're getting ever closer to our destination. Just get through the door, please. Of course, you can't go through the door until it is highlighted in green. And if it's not highlighted in green, you'll just be attacking the door because, you know, apparently the PlayStation 2 doesn't have enough buttons on it. Fuck. That was scary. Did I go through the right door? No, I didn't. Or did I? No, I didn't. I had a feeling that I didn't. I was pressured into going in there. Oh, don't eat me. I'm not really in need of that sort of experience. Alright, just go through the correct door, for fuck's sake. No, don't tilt it. There is apparently a door over there. Oh, don't fucking tell me that I have to go all the way around. Oh no, I can't. How do I get up there? This is just unreasonable. How do I get up there? There is a peeping eye that is just doing its utmost to fucking kill me right now. I understand that you are resistant to whatever I'm using. It is a whip of lightning. That's why I have a lightning effect. I see it. Oh, that's right. I have to use the real-time window to change my fucking equipment. Which is what fucking button? I don't remember. I think it's this one. Here we go. You have to use the real-time window because, you know, I have to do it in combat, which is, I suppose, one way of changing the system. Oh, stop it. Alright, they're both dead, I suppose, one could say. I don't really want to keep you alive, but I'm going to. Wait, is that the door? No, it's not. It's definitely up here. And I can't jump high enough to get to it. And there's no door here, so how the fuck do I get up there? Oh my god. How did I get in there? You can see that I've managed to get in there before. No, I haven't considered that. Your contributions, as usual, are most helpful. Can you eat me and send me up there, please? Is that a thing that you can do? I'm literally begging for you to eat me at this stage. Maybe I can kill you and that will somehow help. Would it? I do realise that I'm not dealing damage to him, but maybe by attacking him he'll open his mouth up. Wow, look at him go. He's exposed himself to me. 100 gold for that one killed plant. I'm so disappointed with this whole situation. How do I get over there? How do I jump that high? I can't really interact with the vines or anything. I must have worked it out in the past, but I don't know how to do it. Can I climb this thing? Please? I'm sure I can work it out. What else is in this room? There is a possibility that I need to go north first, but I don't see any relationship between the rooms over there and this section of the location over there, so I'm running out of options. And I've also officially spent almost 1 hour and 10 minutes and have yet to achieve anything in the game. So, doesn't exactly do wonders for the self-esteem of the individual playing. Well, the music's getting very exciting, but I'm just going to go this way. I'm going to see what's over here, alright? Because again, I find myself in a situation where I haven't much alternative option. Fuck, I do remember this place. I am almost certain that there's nothing for me to do in here that I haven't already done. Go away. Stop! Give it a rest. How do I get to the other side? Oh, it's over there. Stop! What is your problem? Show some fucking respect. Just let me go through the door. Leave me alone. I've fought you people before. Alright. I'm on this side now. I'm going to be assaulted by more creatures, of course. I just want to go through this door. I'm interested to see what's here. Apparently I can go through it. What is in here? Something I've already picked up, of course. There's some guy swimming out of a stone wall at me. Maybe he's flying out of a stone wall. Sort of looked like he had wings. Must be an angel. Oh, wow. What are you doing? Did you just see him run in a circle? I don't understand if you're trying to get some exercise, but seriously, you can do it when I'm not here. I'd rather engage you in confrontation. Maybe I was interrupting his exercise routine. It's entirely possible. if you think about it, what are they supposed to do when I'm not here? They've got to keep themselves entertained in some fashion or another. Alright, well, what's in this room? Fuck all? I'm just going to assume fuck all. I think that would be a safe assumption. Alright. Let's go over here. And continue on the path of achieving nothing. Yeah, achieving nothing. This seems like an important door. It's got stairs and everything. Was there a boss confrontation in here? I don't know. I'm not seeing anything in here, so there must have been one here. I don't remember it at all. Literally no recollection of there being a boss confrontation in this room, but really... Oh no, I do remember these creepy statues, yeah. They have breasts as well, my god, it's creepy enough, and then you've got the breasts as well. Yeah, well I definitely remember these creepy statues, so... Well, obviously I've been here before. Yeah, it does seem like a boss room to me. And yet I haven't cleared the location, so I suppose what that tells me is that that room that I'm struggling to get into right now... Oh, don't do that. The room that I'm struggling to get into at the moment is going to take me to floor 2, which I presumably have yet to discover. Let me double check that. Can you actually fuck off and let me through the door? Let me through the door? You motherfuckers. Alright, now floor 2, see how nothing comes up? That is because the way forward over there is going to take me to floor 2. That's what we want. The next question is, how the fuck do I get up there? Can Doom Link work it out? That is the question of the day. No. Get this shit off my screen! I don't want this here. No. Okay, so if I press triangle and select, I get the same result, which is this thing staying on my screen, but I don't remember how to get rid of that. Back to no. No. Cross is what I want. Fuck you. Now how do I tilt it? Like that. And I rotate like that. Okay. I'm trying to reduce the weird jagged lines, okay? What is Doom Link talking about? Don't worry. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then it doesn't matter. You would be stressed out too if you had spent 1 hour and 12 minutes achieving nothing. I have to fight these guys again, great. Oh no I don't, I'm not in that room yet. I will likely have to fight those enemies in that room again though. Which I will want to do, if only to better figure out how to get into the adjacent room. Oh, just give it a rest. I don't even want to engage you, so just fuck off. He's getting all the hits in that he can, this asshole. Get a life. Alright. If the map does seem constantly all over the place, it's because I'm unintentionally manipulating how it appears. It really is a form of chaos. Hello, enemies that I must kill again. Well, it's rather easy when you've actually got something that hurts them, as it turns out. Don't do that. Back. I'll hit you a few times. Can you handle it? Expose yourself to me. How do you feel about that one? Did you just eat me? Well, I felt like you were about to, but I got $100 again. So I do feel adequately compensated. Maybe I could jump off the wall or something? See, I do have some sort of wall jump ability. There's no wall run ability though. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I do need to go to the bathroom anyway, so I'll be back in a moment. I'm back. I'm going to use a very organic method of figuring out how the hell to continue. And essentially, it's going to involve checking my previous recordings. Oh, Doomlink's doing that while live instead of doing it before going live. No comment. Okay. No comment. I'll check part 3 first. I'll seek through it and see if I can actually work out what I was doing. Am I in the garden here? No, doesn't look like it. I have to figure out where I was last in the garden and then use that to figure out how to continue through there. No, I'm in some place that I haven't even been. Oh, I know where that is, yes. No, I do know where that is. I was fighting a doppelganger apparently in the previous recording. I have no recollection of that whatsoever. My god. Oh, apparently Lament of Innocence came out in 2003, which means that Curse of Darkness must have come out in 2004. Interesting. Let's check playthrough number 2. That must have been when I was in the garden. Maybe I was in the garden before I even went to the previous place that I was in. Well, definitely, but I'm not even gonna dwell on it. Okay. When were you in the garden? I can't even find a moment when I was in the garden. This is truly a train wreck, isn't it? I have no particular reason to keep inanely attempting to climb this thing if I can just... I don't even know when I was last in the garden. That's it, I give up. I can't fucking find it. It may have even been in the first recording. It's hard to imagine that it was that long ago, but fine. I have no choice. Well, maybe I should look up a guide, but I don't think I will. I don't think I will. Because I'd have to, you know, try to figure out where I even am, and then relate that to the guide. I mean, just fucking hell. I'd rather keep on trying. So sometimes there can be a ledge that I can climb onto and then use that to get over there, but there is no such ledge in this place. Maybe I can use the whip? It's possible. Can I whip myself up there? That would be plausible. That's not what I want. Just when I want a triple jump, I can't get it. Very occasionally you can latch onto things with a whip, but clearly the edge of this thing is not one of those things. So 2 good guesses so far. A ledge to jump onto and then use that to get over there. There is no such thing. The whip. Grabbing onto it and pulling me up. That is not possible. How is my journey going, Baines? I have not abandoned Monster Hunter, no. I do play other games every now and again. Admittedly, I do mostly play Monster Hunter, but thanks for tuning in, Baines. I'm currently struggling with progressing through this room. It's really kind of nasty, but anyway. No, I do play other games every now and again, but Monster Hunter is definitely my main thing. Do I really have to go through my skills and see if there's something that I can possibly use to jump that high? I'm not going through that again. I immediately just decided against that. No, I'm not checking my skills after all, and I'll tell you why. It's because I've already gone through there and realised that I do have a combo which involves pressing square 5 times. A more advanced mid-air combo attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe I can actually travel enough distance at that height to get over there. Why is it that you can defy gravity in that sort of way, but you can't do a triple jump? You weak person. You weak man. Castlevania is very good. This is not one of those very good games, I have to tell you. This is early 3D Castlevania, not super early. This is probably about, I don't know, almost old, but not as old as it can get. 3D Castlevania, which is a bit different to the Castlevania that people praise, the Castlevania that you've heard so many good things about. This is a bit worse than that. A lot of people appreciate it for nostalgic reasons, but fucking hell, like, this is, at the moment, I'm not really enjoying it. I'm having a hard time. What confuses me the most is the fact that yes, I mean, this is obviously confusing as well, but I've already gone there before. I have been there. How the fuck did I get up there? I can't even go back in I can't go through my previous recordings and even work out what it was. Unless it really was part 1. Should I check part 1? It's very good of you to offer to research it for me, Baines. Jeez, that really is going the extra mile. Doing research on a game you've never played before to try and help me out. I do appreciate that, but I'm going to try, because I have already been there before. I mean, it was so long ago that I can't quite remember it, which is why I'm struggling at the moment, but I'm going to go to part 1 of my previous live streams, and it must have been there that I made the jump. Although I'm looking back through it and I'm not even seeing this location. What the fuck is going on? I have no choice. I have to actually... I have to check online, I have to check a guide. Let's do it. I've reached that point, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. So we want Castlevania, Lament of Innocence. Come on, open the bloody chat back up. There you go, that's what we want. What's this location called? It is the Garden Forgotten by Time. I have a distinct feeling that I used a guide to get there in the first instance, and now I'm having to do it again. It is a bit old school, yeah. You should see Castlevania 64, which I did play recently. Oh, I was meaning to say, I didn't actually finish what I was saying. It has been so long since I played Legacy of Darkness, which is also for Nintendo 64, that I think I'm going to play Castlevania 64 very soon. Not any time in the immediate future, but we'll have a look and see. Maybe within the next few months. I don't know. There's a bit of a story associated with why I'm even playing this game right now. But I won't get into that. I will focus on researching how the hell to progress, because currently I am 1 hour and 24 minutes into a live stream where I have not achieved anything. Garden Forgotten by Time, here we go. This is the fandom wiki. Apparently, well, I know what the boss is now. I won't spoil it in case any of you don't want to be spoiled. What? Okay, well, I just got an interesting hint. Apparently, remember those creepy sphinxes that I wasn't referring to them as sphinxes, but those creepy statues. The really creepy statues, the ones with the breasts and the strangely flat heads. Oh, fuck off. Give me a break. Apparently those statues can be broken and they can reveal a hidden pathway. Yeah, I do not check guides very often. I do prefer to get through these places on my own merit. But, yeah, I mean, as much as I would like to give you guys some combat, I have to get through these enemies, okay? Just for a recap, I don't have to engage them in confrontation, because I've already fought them before, and I've cleared these rooms. I'm just backtracking at the moment. I just got hit by some weird laser. Shot by a giant eyeball. Hello. Don't hit me, please, and I think we'll get along. We'll get along swimmingly if you don't touch me. Alright. Now. Just down here is that room. Oh, fuck off. I'm definitely going to get hit by these guys. I've little doubt. Now, apparently, the statues in this room can be broken. Here we go. I am making contact with them. There you go. Bloody hell. Maybe they made them so creepy to encourage the player to try and destroy them out of sheer disgust. But yeah, I mean, look at these things. It's off-putting. And you see what I mean when I say the flat faces. It's just... Oh. Anyway, there's our door. Secret door, everyone. I'm progressing. Wouldn't it be funny if I died immediately because I have no health? Oh, never mind. We've got a save point. I'm making some actual progress in the game. Ah! Your patience has been rewarded. Oh. Save complete. Alright. There's a boss. Am I ready for this? I don't know, but I'll tell you what I'm fucking ready for. Actually achieving something meaningful. Something meaningful. One step closer to finishing the game if I can get this location sorted out. I haven't seen this boss before. Just to let everyone know who is unfamiliar with this fact, you're probably pretty familiar with it by now, but I am playing this game blind. And I've never fought this enemy before, never seen it before.
I haven't had any visitors in a while.
I wonder why. Leon is like, I need to look concerned, but I also need to be a heartthrob. So my expression is a combination of those two things. Concern and, oh, I'm so attractive. Look at me, I'm so hot. Oh, I'm so sexy. I'm intrigued, but God, I'm sexy.
Wonderful sight, weren't they? Don't worry, you'll be joining them soon enough.
It's the 2000s, what can I say? And it's also Japan.
Monster? What insolence! I'll grind you to dust.
Yeah, about that. I'm just gonna jump in there and just beat on you because I have no strategy. My strategy is to... Oh, you are crying blood, and needless to say, okay, I got a perfect guard there. Needed to do that a little bit more. I made an attempt to... Just gonna avoid... Oh, you've got some range to you, don't you? What I'm gonna do... Need to remember... Here we go. So, I'm gonna go to... Items. I'm gonna see... where my potions are. Here we go. I've got a lot of potions, actually. As it so happens. No, stop it. Desist from this fucking stupidity. Alright, well, I was in position to shield it. Whoa! Okay, I was not expecting Medusa to turn into a ball and start rolling around. Well, I'm not even going to relate it to something. Because it's quite obvious what it's supposed to be like. I'm guarding it, I think. Basically the blue health is only... basically I'll be going through the yellow health, I think. The yellow health should be the standard health bar. And then I'll have a high potion, I think I'm in need of it. And I'll take a regular potion. Stop it. If I have to use all of my potions, so be it. This is not a hard boss, I can tell. This boss is nothing like that fucking flaming guy. Maybe I should stop going for my perfect guards. I wonder if fire is even the ideal element for you, now that I think about it. I was trying to get you there. Basically, when the health bar of the monster starts to go grey, see how that... well, black in fact. What are you doing? Alright, stage 2 of the fight, I suppose. Oh god. Healing would be a good idea, really. I do have an abundance of money, so... If you could spend a little bit less time yelling and a little more time doing things. Oh, maybe don't do things. I'm sorry, please don't do things, because that involves me being hurt terribly. Oh, stop it! You're gonna do that every time? Leon needs to do that, yeah. I think that can actually break my guard if it happens too many times. Oh, okay, 3, and then I'm getting hit. Okay, I understand. You know what I can do? I have been... Ew! That's bloody off-putting. This is what we want. Here we go. Now we're dealing some real damage. Well, better damage than we were dealing before anyway. Alright. Look how much I've had to heal for this relatively easy boss fight. It's embarrassing, but, you know, I can't control it. I'm doing my best, okay. Alright. Get in there. Get your cross damaging. Don't have time to garn. Don't have time to guard. I only have time to deal damage. I'm trying to... This has just been an absolutely abysmal attempt. You know, I really should just do this again. Because having consumed this many potions is really an embarrassment. I think I will do that. I understand that maybe it's not in your interest to see the same fight more than once, but, you know... My performance has been beyond lackluster. It's been a borderline embarrassment. I do have, like, yeah, so that's one way to evade it. I can't see you because the camera sucks. It's not my fault. You know what? Kill me. Do it. End me. What healed me? I mean, you better not tell me that that was a one-time thing that won't return if I intentionally die. If I reset my game now, which I may do... I don't want to reset my game though, because I have to get up and, you know, hit the reset button on my console. This is when the people who emulate go, "Oh, Doomlink, that's why you emulate." Well, guess what? I'm going for the authentic experience. Kill me! Do it. I need to try again. Could I have succeeded in that moment? Perhaps.
Stone statue.
Yeah, Leon's a stone statue. What a great story moment. There was a phrase that I was wanting to use and it was not that. It was considerably more articulate and also more descriptive of what I was intending to get across. But my brain fried in that moment. Let's try that again. I will try to guard better, and I will also just not play like an absolute dick, you know. If I can manage that, we'll be alright. And I'll also use my cross from the start, because I'm essentially accumulating hearts so that I may use my special ability, or my special thing, whatever you want to call it, during moments that count. And this is a boss fight, which counts in my opinion. Look how much faster this is, holy shit. Stop with your... Ugh! Need to get my timing down a little better. No, stop that. At least I'm still hitting you, but really... Oh... Oh, come on, potion, yeah. That'll do. Well, I blocked that. I'm surprised that I can even block that, really. It seems that by hitting her frequently enough, it does prevent her from continuing her attacks. Yeah, alright. That was a perfect guard, but I couldn't really follow up with anything because she was too busy rolling around. Was that perfect guard in any way skill-related? No. I want to be honest with you people. I think I guarded that successfully. The boss will die. My intention, my objective, okay, is to get this boss killed with less potions consumed than what would have been consumed had I actually sought to kill it last time. Got a perfect guard. Take that, you motherfucker. Now it's time to start losing health permanently. It's not your It's not your second health bar, it's your first health bar. How do you feel? The stakes are a little higher now, aren't they? You repulsive female thing. Right, maybe I can turn to... Yes, I can turn towards the snakes like that, and just have the cross do all the work for me. See, she got flinched there. I thought I had guarded that, but apparently I didn't. Am I accumulating damage as my combo... My hit combo, that is to say, rises in number? I don't know. Oh, here we go. Just fucking hit her. Get her. No, 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 no. I'm gonna muscle you to death. Ah! Screams the female.
It's Ronaldo's whip. Apparently, it's
alright, you're not doing the heartthrob face, you're doing the I'm a creep face right now. There are certain moments when he's just almost disturbing in appearance.
Complete form.
Still, it's no match.
I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. No. Hello, William NSFW? Is that your name? William, as opposed to William. I am from Australia. You think you remember me? Well, how did you find me randomly? Did you find me randomly when I was last streaming this game? I suppose there aren't too many people playing it. Anyway, yeah, grab the thing. Yeah. I do have a warp point out of here. You know what I have to say about this whole situation? That room can fuck itself, because I don't know how to get there. I can always check the guide. The guide has helped me already, so... I need to see some reference to jumping up to reach something. It is a pretty short description of how to get through this place. I have to say, it's just a few paragraphs. Or more than a few, I suppose, but... No, that's not what... For a second I thought that I'd seen something of importance. You know what? I'm going to cross my fingers and pray that that is optional. Because quite frankly... No, it mustn't be optional. Oh. I am currently at floor 2, is that right? No, I'm not. Well, why is floor 2 now... what is going on exactly? There is actually a floor 2 and I've already been there, look. It's just really confusing because, as you can see, floor 2 is so small that depending on where I'm positioned on this map, it does not fucking appear. So, okay, see how I can see it? If I happen to be here on floor 1 and then I switch to floor 2? Okay, great. But then if I go over here, quite obviously, I'm looking at nothing. And I'm given no sense of travel. Great. Now I'll just keep going this way for a while. Oh, and yep, great. Awesome. Yep. Okay. That's my sense of travel. Yep, awesome. That's just how I like it. I think the word confused wouldn't be... It would be I can't even use the English language to describe my utter bewilderment. But anyway, aside from that, let's stand in the thing, the circle, and share in the spoils of our victory, except we won't be, because that's only one of many small victories that we need to succeed in the video game that we're playing. So, how many consumable items did I use? I don't think I ended up using any high potions, fortunately. I think I ended up only using 3 regular potions. I may have ended up using a high potion, I don't remember. But you know what? I've got Monet. So, I'm gonna go and, Oh!
Ronaldo.
I'm glad you're back.
Oh, you're too fucking cool to even look at him, aren't you?
You have an odd look on your face.
He's always got an odd look on his face.
About this whip.
It's like he's, you know, walking on the catwalk or something.
No, that isn't it.
I'm so sexy.
I heard something about it gaining its complete form.
Oh, that. That's true. The whip is not yet complete.
Well, tell
But it
him.
has become more powerful than before.
That is because of you.
Oh, well now you're getting
I hate to
hurtful.
say it, but it seems it fits you better than me.
Oh, I see.
Is there a way to complete it?
It's better for you not to think about that. It's impossible by any normal.
This voice acting is just...
Do not think about it.
It's stellar,
There are
really.
other things you must take care of right now.
All right.
Yeah, okay, great.
Welcome.
Welcome! I don't know, that's how it sounded. I'm sure it sounded a little less comical than that, but I don't know. Based on my television speakers, it sounded like welcome, like almost like Professor Oak, you know.
Anything else?
I'm not gonna do my Professor Oak impression. Good luck. Oh well, it's very good of you to give me a little animated scene of you wishing me good luck. Fucking hell. Can I afford some high potions as well? How is my money situation looking? I've got 4,897 gold. I'm going to check the shop to see if there is anything that may be interesting for me to purchase. Oh, that's right. I'm gonna deck myself out in bling. Why would I purchase these? As I understand it, you're supposed to accumulate these sort of precious gems on your playthrough and then sell them for money. You're not supposed to buy them. That makes no sense. Anyway. There's a moonlight plate, which is almost all the money that I currently have to purchase it. Reduces damage from enemies by 20%, as opposed to what?
Come back soon.
Come back soon! I might. I'm not going to guarantee anything. 10%. Well, shit. Might be worth purchasing. Do you think? If I don't purchase it, will I be technically underleveled? Well, you know what? I'm not going to be using the money for anything else. I have enough potions for now, and I can accumulate funds. So, I may just purchase this. Well, what is this going to do? A chess piece carved in detail out of ivory. It will increase your defense temporarily. Oh, it's a relic. No. I'm going to purchase... If I could actually go to this.
Is this okay?
Yes, it's okay.
Anything else?
Nope. Well, with 897 gold, not really. Don't really have much more that I could... Well, you can sell it to me. It's just you've chosen not to. You've chosen to rip me off. I'm a friend. I'm running low on cash and you're like, no, I can't sell you that. Well, oh, sorry, I have to go to the real-time window. Oh. Because I'm currently in combat, you see. I have the blue orb. Oh, I've got the purple orb now. I'm going to equip the purple orb, yeah. That's a bit fancier. Now, what does this look like? I'm very interested to see what this looks like. I'm going to go outside because I don't want to startle the man behind the bar with my newfound ability. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Here we go. Oh, shit. That requires very specific positioning. I don't want to use it many more times because obviously that's going to consume hearts that I may not want to consume, but anyway. But yes, I am from Australia. Is Australia currently in winter? Yes. But not for much longer. And, yeah, it's kind of cold at the moment. Kind of. Anyway, I feel good that I've actually made progress. That's encouraging, I suppose. But I'm not too sure if I'm happy with this version of the cross, and the reason why is because it is very specific as far as its positioning is concerned. If I'm facing towards the enemy, that's all well and good, but the enemy may move before I can actually get the cross to come down. I'm sure it's one of those, not so much high risk, high reward, but difficult to pull off high reward. abilities, and so I don't think I'm really happy with it, because I'm not especially good at the game. So, I don't know, I'll keep it that way for now, and we'll see how things go. It may be quite fine for certain bosses, like for example that Medusa boss we were fighting just before. This would have absolutely destroyed her. But smaller enemies, I think, would be a little harder to consistently hit with that. I need to go into my, whatever they were calling it, real-time equipment screen, and equip the Moonlight Plate. I'm now reducing damage by 20% as opposed to 10%. Of course I'm still streaming. I've actually made some sort of progress at this point. As far as what you've come back to, nothing especially different to what you were watching before, so I don't know what you're reacting to. Anyway. No. We are 2 more orbs, or in other words, 2 more locations away from opening the big door ahead of us. Now, let's have a look and see where else we can go, and I will certainly avail myself of the services that the guide on the Google provides. It is actually the wiki, the fandom wiki, and quite frankly I'm going to use it to continue because this game is somewhat confusing. At least to me. It would be a lot less confusing if I weren't, you know, spending literally 12 months away from it and then coming back into it utterly confused, but anyway. I think no matter what I would have ended up using a guide for that, but that's a little tricky that they would have a little puzzle like that. And would have it be that I would have to solve that puzzle to actually get to the final boss of that particular area. I may have killed a boss. No, I did kill a boss to actually get into that room in the first place, so yeah, there was another boss. So, Dark Palace of Waterfalls and Ghostly Theatre. Let's make a start with the Dark Palace of Waterfalls. We'll see what's in here. Oh, the whip does decent damage. Oh, yes, you're very funny. Yes. Now, what needs to happen in this place? Oh, there does seem to be a way forward in one of those rooms. You can see it just there. I suppose we can make a start with that. Alright. We're honestly getting to the point where I don't want to be committing to too much more in this recording, but the thing is I only just got something done, so it would feel really absurd to finish things now or start to wind things up. I'll try to get a bit more done, okay? Wow. What's you guys? The merman, or fishman as it's called in this game. There's more of them. I wonder what's better, thunder or fire? Small meat? It's alright, man. It's not about the size, it's about what you do with it. Oh god, it's a harpy looking thing. Go away. Yes, this is quite a fine direction for me to be going in. I do remember this place. I don't want to deal with you guys. I didn't like you in the 2D games, and quite frankly I don't like you here either. You're actually a little more intimidating here, interestingly. Oh, there's a red one! I can't help it, I have to kill you. I don't like you red things. You're not welcome around here. Your scale colour puts me off. I did see something on the ground there, I think it was a heart. I don't actually need to start accumulating hearts if I can. Which I can, so therefore I shall. Alright, go through it. Don't like how I'm sitting. I'm supposed to position my... Ow! I'm supposed to position my mic in a way that I'm not having to lean into it to speak, and... That was a intense room. Jeez. Am I going in the right direction? Fucking hell, this is confusing. Alright, turn it around. Yeah, alright. That's what we want. Or perhaps not. Hello, red guy. And someone with a giant ball and chain. Oh my god. That guy's actually intimidating. He's not even chasing after me, it's frightening. Alright, so there's a room here. Not here, actually. A little further in. Here we go. So apparently there's a door here. Oh, it's a boss. Okay, I need to go to that save room then. How about that? There's a boss here, and I haven't even engaged it. I'm assuming that I've been in this room before. Maybe I'll find out why I haven't properly engaged the boss. Who knows? What is oh, it's over here. Thought the save room was in this room. I am officially stupid. I feel like I've done this before, but maybe I haven't. Whatever. I will have a look and see if the purple ability with the cross is good for this boss or not. If it happens to be bad, then I will change it. But I am a little concerned that I don't have many hearts. I suppose what I can do is use a heart recovery. Would that be worthwhile? Heart repair, whatever you want to call it. Oh, well, fuck me. I'm going to save again. I've got a few. I've got more where that came from. I have to leave and come back. Okay. I suppose that's how it was in the other games too. And I may ready some more beer. That immediately jumped into my crotch area. I suppose I need to clarify that. When I opened the can, a small amount of beer spurted out straight onto my crotch. There's a line: you must take your turn. Or wait for your turn, rather. Take turns, wait for your turn. Either or, don't combine them, Doomlink. It's called speaking English with authority. Alright, this one did not jump out at my crotch this time. Encouragingly. I'm not going to be recording for long enough to consume the rest of this on camera, I should make very clear. Because, you know, I don't really want to go for much longer than this. I am saving, yes. It is actually nice to see what I would consider to be a Metroidvania save room, but in 3D. It's nice. I appreciate it. It looks rather similar to the save room of Portrait of Ruin. Curiously. Portrait of Ruin may have taken the save room from this game and then put it into a 2D space. Or at least something that was rather similar to the save room here. The visual effect is different, but it's sort of an angel statue. Leon is doing his uncertain expression at the moment.
Are you a prisoner here?
Are you female? Because at the moment that leg is looking real nice. Real nice.
Who are you?
You could not have chosen a more awkward way to stand.
And you are?
I of course forgot that I was
You aren't Walter.
playing a Japanese JRPG. That's rather redundant. I could have just said JRPG. But the point is that... nice legs, man.
Are you a vampire?
Are you a vampire?
Lowly human. Why is a vampire locked away?
Look, if I saw a vampire, that's exactly how I would ask. I'd be like, are you a vampire?
I would have won were it not for his ebony.
Fuck me, man. I'm sorry.
What's that?
It's clearly a touchy subject. Beat me! Yeah, I'll beat you, alright. In a real kinky sort of way, too.
It'll be a nice
Mr. Shaved Legs.
Walter.
Leon is really not feeling it. Leon is not standing there pumped up, ready to go. He is standing there actually genuinely afraid of it. Okay. I'm actually concerned by how quickly this boss is moving. This is one of those confrontations where I'm actually going to have to learn how to do it properly. It's going to take some trial and error. And you know what? I'm not going to learn well enough in this recording to be able to do it properly. At the moment, he is perfectly resisting everything that I'm attempting to do to him. So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to... Okay, oh, I understand. It turns out that the purple cross, in fact, auto-targets. Okay, that's very curious. Did that hit you at all? Why are you so resistant to everything that I do? I may as well heal myself to at least try for longer. Obviously I'm not going to be killing him at all in this first attempt, but at the moment I need to work out when I can hit him, because he is generally resistant for most of the fight by the looks of it. Maybe I need to block him first. I'm trying to block him or something, I don't know. Is he vulnerable then, or no? Is he vulnerable now? No. The swords weren't even there, but he still wasn't vulnerable, so fuck if I know what the conditions are. There are less blades now than there were before. I'd best heal. Probably won't be able to do it fast enough. Well, apparently I can. Looks like I should be able to hit him, right? No, he's got no swords. I suppose the swords aren't what's protecting him. What the hell are the conditions that I must meet to be able to hit you properly? What is going on? I do realise that I'm not blocking anything. I'm supposed to be doing that. I'm at a point in the game where I should know that I'm supposed to be blocking, but I don't know that because I haven't been playing recently. Seriously. He is relentless, isn't he? He's very aggressive. And I'm happy to try again, but I need to figure out when he is vulnerable, because at the moment, it just looks like he's permanently avoiding my attacks, and... Alright. Maybe my only real choice is to try and counter him, because I haven't really been doing that very well. Because you can see if I'm blocking his attacks, I can at least stay close to him and maybe get a better idea of when I can hit him. I could perhaps try a different element? Maybe he could be resistant to fire, it's technically possible. I just got healed by something or other. Also, I have to use the real-time equip window. Oh, yeah. I do forget these things. Equip, whip. That is a lovely rhyme. It was not that he was susceptible, or rather resistant, to fire. That is not what was preventing me from hitting him. Oh. Maybe... Oh, good for you. You are welcome to kill me, you are very welcome to kill me, please. I don't know how to actually fight him at all. I couldn't see any openings. There was nothing that he was doing that would indicate that there was an opening for me to hit him. I was relating what he was doing there to the moments when I was successfully hitting him in my memory, and I saw nothing whatsoever that would indicate when he would actually be hittable. It was weird. Yes, I will load memory card. Yes, I do agree the dialogue was delightful. I'll do one more attempt at that particular confrontation. I'll try to be a little more proactive with my guarding this time. Maybe that was part of the issue. I'm a lot more willing to use the purple form of the cross, by the way, upon having realized that it had a homing effect. It actually automatically targets the enemies. So, yeah. Maybe what was happening was that whatever was causing this enemy, this boss, to guard my attacks was in fact being, I guess, worn down or diminished, or whatever word I want to use.
Are you a prisoner here?
By the cross itself. Yeah. Don't need your legs again. Wow, he's so aggressive. Look at him go. Aggressive man. Right, let's try to hit him. I'm trying to block. See, you would think that immediately after he gets an attack out would be the moment that I could get a hit in, but it's not how it works. I'll stop it. I don't get it. There's nothing about this confrontation that makes any fucking sense. Not to me, anyway. Maybe it's just beyond someone as simple-minded as myself. Ugh. The thing is, I mean, you would imagine that, considering that I have successfully hit him before, I would be able to work out what it was in those situations that allowed me to hit him, but no, I really couldn't notice anything. Just give up. Yeah, okay. It is like he has cheat codes enabled. I don't like this boss at all. Yeah, just end me. This is something that I'll have to deal with in the next recording. I do apologise for having taken so long to actually achieve something. Oh, I've gone and healed myself now. I do apologise for having taken so long to actually achieve something in this recording. I do try to be a little more productive than this. But, yeah, I needed some time to refamiliarise myself with the game that I was playing. Hopefully I do play the game again sooner than in 12 months' time. Because if I do wait 12 months to play it again, I'm not going to know what the hell I'm doing again. So, it's probably not going to be to anyone's benefit. Anyway, I do thank you all for watching. That was really not the best recording in the world, but I hope it served to entertain you to some degree. I shall bid you all farewell for now. And, yeah, thank you for watching. Bye-bye.